Fighting Bob Fest has now become a great progressive tradition in Wisconsin, thanks to Ed Garvey, and it's tremendously inspiring every time to come out here to see thousands of people who share our concern for the direction that this country's going in and want to turn it around and want to really restore democracy, or really have democracy maybe fully for the first time in the United States, and to have a foreign policy that is not based on war and militarism, but is based on peace and getting along with other countries in the world, and that really talks about the need to build a floor of decency in this country for people. So, you know, we can get so downtrodden watching the mainstream media and looking around at some of the negative politics out there, especially from Bush Cheney, but also from other avenues, and then to come out here with people who share our goals and who have fun doing it and can crack a joke and laugh at a joke. I mean, that's about as fun as it gets right now.
What's a progressive?
A progressive is someone who is against U.S. empire, against war making, who's against corporate power, and who's against racism. Progressive is someone who champions civil rights and civil liberties and peace and preserving the environment. And so we need to champion these things in our everyday lives, but also gather together once a year like this and just celebrate. We don't celebrate enough on the progressive side.
How do you feel about being surrounded by like-minded people?
It's very refreshing, because a lot of times there's not enough social or emotional support in this country. You know, we had 11, 12 million people around the world opposing the war in Iraq before it started, and George W. Bush and Dick Cheney said, who cares? Bush said it basically amounted to a focus group. Well, here we are in great numbers that can't be reduced to any kind of focus group, and it's a way for us to refresh our spirits and recharge our batteries and restore some hope and get going again.
Is it healthy or realistic to want to be surrounded by only like-minded people?
It's healthy sometimes. It's not healthy all the time, because what we need to do as progressives is to go out and try to convince our fellow citizens who may not agree with us, or may not even have experienced or been introduced to a progressive idea or two, that really we are right and we need to, you know, get our country back on a progressive track. And so if we just talk to ourselves, we're not going to be succeeding. But if we talk to others, we can get the job done.
Why is it important to have festivals like this in light of the way that media is treating the campaign, and the way that the internet has become invasive in the households?
Well, there's a difference between connecting with people on the internet or by email or by instant message, or sitting in your living room and watching events unfold as a passive citizen, and gathering together next to each other, next to neighbors, friends, fellow citizens of Wisconsin or the Midwest, and certainly citizens of the United States. Getting together physically is something different and more important than doing it electronically.
What are you taking away from Bob Fest today?
Well, just a measure of hope, a measure of enthusiasm, energy, goodwill, cheer, all those things we need more of.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.